I was rapping when I was in high school. We really had no outlet. It was, to me, in my mind, at that time, if you wanted a record, you wanted to see your name on a record and have a DJ play a record on the radio at a party, you had to go to New York and get on one of those labels and then get a record deal or something, and that's the only way you can get on a record. We used to sell our cassette tapes in the streets. So we delivered our stuff directly to the people in the streets, and we were really popular in our area. After a while, you know, groups like World Class Wrecking Crew, LA Dream Team started popping up out of LA. And then to me, the dream got a little closer, like, okay, well, people making records in LA, and they making records coming out of New York, maybe you gotta get to LA or New York. So, you know, some years go by, and somewhere, I don't know, somebody just showed me how to do it. I didn't really sign. I started doing business with this label called 75 Girls. And the guy who owned the label, he was getting that independent game. He figured out where to record, how to get it mixed, how to get it mastered, how to get it manufactured, how to get it distributed. He knew the fucking shit. So I hung around there for a couple of years and I learned the shit. The dream kind of went from, you gotta go from to LA and New York if you want a record, to really you just gotta make the motherfucking record. And when we finally tried it, it just was all profits. You know, you couldn't press the shit up fast enough. So I think me adopting that independent hustle and then passing it on little by little, just about everybody was putting out independent records in the early days in the Bay, was probably affiliated with some group of guys who was, you know, some kind of gangster influence from this area, that area. And the guys who I was affiliated with, same story. And, you know, people knew each other. So little by little, people would call and we would give them little tips on, you know, well, this is how we did it, because we were the first to do it. And we would pass out the tips on how to do it. If you talk to a guy like E40, like, you know, I'm saying we got the game from some older cats that knew how to sell records. Same way with E40, it was some older cats out of Vallejo that were actually selling records. And they told them guys how to do this shit. So it was strictly either you came from somewhere in there where you caught the bug, you watch what us early guys were doing with the independent records. It was a couple guys in Frisco, a couple guys out in Vallejo, a couple guys in Oakland, just around the Bay, just trying to sell records. And whoever you passed that game on to, it just ended up being synonymous with the Bay. If you got music, don't go anywhere looking for a record deal, just put your shit out. You gotta get some money together. When you put it out and people buy it, you're gonna make a profit. It's that fucking simple. And it damn near was just neck and neck. It was kind of like the dope game. You know, you gotta flip your money and make a profit. That's what it was about.
These motherfuckers just looking at me going over there like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? And I'm way in the back, on the floor, bust my ass and everything and shit. Got back there and threw up.
The driver went and got in one of the bunks. He ain't even stay there and hold it. He ran to the back.
He like, yo, I like it, but it sound like you talking about something else. It's like, talk about the shit we been through, everything that we shared. So I'm like, oh, you want one of those rhymes.
And we pitched a TV show with Kanye West called Alligator Boots. And the Comedy Channel was interested. And they put up $1 million for us to do a pilot.